History 101, Lecture 2, Rise of Europe, Part European Preparation. Lecture 2 is about the rise of Europe in the OpenStax textbook. In your OpenStax textbook, it is OpenStax Chapter 2 is the main focus of this. We're going to start this lecture talking about European preparation. When you study colonial American history and even world history, the period between 1000 AD and 1500 AD, or the 11th to the 16th centuries, is a major part of that history is the development of Europe from being, say, kind of an area that was not, maybe didn't appear like it would come to explore the world and have, worldwide empires, to by 1500, you have European countries all over the world exploring, establishing colonies and worldwide empires. For historians, that is a significant topic to study. If you visited 1000 AD, and you asked the question, and you didn't know, like say an alien from outer space visited Europe in 1000 AD, and you were asked, well, 5 centuries later, who's going to come to kind of be a major player in the world or dominant in the world? You'd probably pick China over Europe. In 1000 AD, China was sending treasure fleets abroad, to Africa, Asia. There's even some historians that argue some Chinese treasure fleet made it to America even. The book's titled 1421. So China was the one that appeared to be technologically advanced, appeared to be sailing the ocean blue, so to speak. And so when you get to 1500 and you see European nations sailing the ocean blue, establishing colonies and worldwide empires, you have to ask that question, what happened, kind of a thing. Europe in 1000 AD is relatively poor monetarily, weak militarily, and divided politically. Europe is, in 1000 AD, tends to be technologically backwards in the sense that if you're a European in 1000 AD, you're living a lot of the same way somebody did centuries earlier, and so there's not a lot of technological advancement. There are some outside threats. One of the reasons that you don't see Europeans traveling the world in 1000 AD is that the world is coming to them. The pagan Vikings, the Vikings during this era, one of their favorite hobbies is pillaging Europe. There's a primary source documents that talk about, and experiences that talk about Vikings even raiding Mediterranean cities. So you have Vikings up in Norway and Sweden and Finland, that area of the world. You have stories of Viking raids into the Mediterranean, into what's today Russia. So Vikings were everywhere. And so, why explore the world? You have these pagan Vikings coming. In Spain, a North African culture called the Moors had adopted or converted to Islam and then proceeded to invade and take over and dominate Spain. And so again, the Spaniards aren't sending out ships around the world. The world's coming to them. Spain's going to spend 7 centuries from about the 8th century AD to the 15th, 1400s, in the Reconquista, trying to kick out the Muslim Moors from Spain. In Eastern Europe, the Ottoman Turks, a culture in the Near East, the Ottoman Turks, they they also converted to Islam and then proceeded to invade and take over and dominate Eastern Europe. And so, Europe in 1000 AD has all these other threats. They're not interested in exploring the world. The world's coming to them. And so that's what we need to talk about is, in this section, is Europe getting from, where the world's coming to them, they're not interested in the world, to coming to explore the world and create worldwide empires. On your first test, or Unit 1 test or midterm, whatever you want to call it, one of the questions will be, you'll need to identify significant factors in the development of Europe between 1000 and 1500 AD. The next videos I'm going to be doing that you'll see on the page, we'll be going over different topics that you'll want to look at. You can pick others too. You're not restricted to these few I talk about, but you're welcome to talk about kind of what led to the development of Europe.